Looks like you're in a television.
Yeah.
I love smooth starts. It's the best. Improvised starts is the best one. Now I started TikTok 2019 because they asked me to host a show of them for the LGBTIQ community for the Christopher Street Day. And I never heard about TikTok before because that was the time where TikTok was very young and very fresh and nobody knows what it is. Everyone said, no, you don't have to do it. It's a young platform. You don't have to do it. And my daughter said, there are only 30 years old people and you're too old for that. And I said, no, let me try it. I mean, they pay me a lot of money to host the show. So I have to know what software it is or what app it is. And I fell in love. It was so entertaining and so wonderful to perform on this platform with all these beautiful artists, and now it became more or less to commercial thing, and it's I'm too lazy to make new TikToks and that. So I mean sometimes I do, but not very lot. In the past I did 2 to 4 TikToks a day, and now I do 1 a week, maybe.
But you have a lot of followers. At least in Instagram, you have like 77,000.
Yeah, to be
followers.
honest, the Instagram followers are a little bit lazy because they are very old. I collect them when I do this travesty drag stuff since 20 years.
Oh, wow.
And I started Instagram already in the beginning, and it was like collecting a lot of people because a lot of people are interested in queer or in different people. And now it's different because there are millions of people like me, and nobody interested in. So I mean, I count my Instagram to 90,000, and then it goes down.
Mm-hmm.
It's same to TikTok. I mean, I had 202,000, and all these followers are real, but they came from all over the world. And sometimes TikTok cut it off the Indian guys. So all these guys from India are out of TikTok now because India forbid this platform in their country, and so I lost all these guys. And they fell in love with me. I don't know. I have a lot of followers from India, and so yeah. So now it's going down also. Who
really?
cares followers? The best thing is alcohol.
Yeah, something what I really like in Germany, to be honest. Beer, it's food.
Beer, it's food, sure. As a true German, you have to drink beer.
Exactly.
So I'm a true German, but I don't drink. Sometimes I drink beer. Malzbier. You know what Malzbier is?
Malzbier, yeah.
Okay. That's not a beer.
Yes.
It's not a beer, but it's very, very. It's good. I like it. I have a Malzbier fetish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love it.
What actually German thing you really like? For example, I was like, okay, now I'm in Germany, I have to try this sauerkraut, I have to try this Bratwurst.
Oh, Blutwurst, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, this is German, I have to try this, I need this.
No, that's good.
And
That's
you
good.
don't really like this stuff.
Yeah, and I like sauerkraut, and I like Grünkohl. It's also very tasteful. And I mean, if somebody made it fresh, if it's come from the refrigerator or from the ice thing, then I don't like it. But no, for the traditional German food, I like most puffer. You know what it is? It's potatoes. You rasp it potatoes, and then you make these things. I don't know how to name it. Puffer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand. Then you put like in the oil, right?
Yeah, and the oil.
And this is like a fried thing. Yes,
Yeah.
I tried when I was working in Frankfurt.
Yeah.
And actually I didn't see this thing in Berlin on a Christmas market, but in Frankfurt on Christmas market, that was a thing.
Yeah, there's a lot. You can have it with Apfelmus.
Yeah.
I don't know the English word for that. And also I use it with salmon. With salmon is also very good. That's my favorite dish of Germany, made by my grandma. She died years ago, but she makes the best puffer of my life. So I try to go with this tradition.
You are a legend, by the way.
Oh my God, no.
No, but it's true.
I'm just a man in a dress. But I started my burlesque career by doing burlesque acts.
Mm-hmm. What kind of?
It's a kind of comedy burlesque entertainment. I had some signature acts. One of them is Popeye, and then I did Mona Lisa. It's a transformation with a big frame with different Mona Lisas, and I always change the outfits of Mona Lisa 12 in one act. It was really funny, and I did 12 acts in the time in the 20 years, but then I decided to go on stage only to host these shows anymore because it's because you're getting older. and I mean I'm 50 plus and I don't want to be naked on stage anymore. I mean I'm never naked. I'm not really naked because my nudity is an illusion. But it's now I think hosting is more my signature for the future, and producing of course. I can't get enough. So that's the reason why I'm doing the Berlin the Burlesque Drag Festival. That's the reason why I'm starting the Frankfurt Burlesque Festival, and now we're doing the Cologne Burlesque Festival this year for the first time, and it was a huge success. So and I want more.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as soon as you do it, and you do it very good. Like I watched the one show that I was making photo of, and another show I watched. It was amazing. It's just like so well done. What you can say, it's like the people in the crowd. They're just like always amazed. You can hear them talking and reacting during the show, and this is just super glamorous and cool. So,
nice.
I mean, it's just. I think everyone will agree.
For me, the most important thing is all of course the guests, because they're paying all these things, but also I want to treat the performer as good as I can. So that's the reason why I think on my festivals you get the highest application fee you ever get in Germany. And because I want to treat the guys as, I mean, I cannot cover all the transport costs for all applied guests, but of course for the headliners. But I think with 250 euros for a performance for an international performer, it's a good treatment to make it possible not to cover all flights, but maybe some cheap flights. And I don't want to have the performers there to pay for their appearance, you know. They're not making money, of course, because it's a festival, because you have to show your talent, and then you have to go in your vita. And but I try to pay more than others, because I know how it is if you go to I also performed on festivals for $50, and I was like, that's a shit. It was a shit treatment, no food, no drinks. I don't tell the festivals. No food, no drinks, $50, no backstage area. That was a nightmare. I said, I will never do it like this. And then I was invited to the Helsinki Burlesque Festival years ago, and that was a treatment I expected. And I said, okay, she did a very good job. I want to do it like her. Betty is one of the best producers of Europe, I think. I mean, she's not producing these festivals anymore, but yeah, that was a great experience.
I think this is the best when an artist become a producer, because
Absolutely.
You have all this experience. You start from the beginning. You was working for $50, so you saw every kind of area. You make your own opinion. We don't talk about the particular places, but yeah, I think this is the best.
Absolutely.
It's always, I think, important when a producer or a regie directors, they are coming from this area in general. Yeah, they will understand.
I think so. Yeah, I met a lot of I mean, I know a lot. I think I know nearly all producers of Germany, of the burlesque scene, and I think most of them are having the same idea to produce shows, but some of them just want to make money, and that is weird, because I mean. Of course, I also want to make money, but in the end, if I make money, I want to spread it also to the guys who are making the show. So that's the idea.
What actually was your first act? The first act you go on the stage with, and first idea, first costume? How was that?
That was made not by me. I have a very good friend. I was on the street as a drag queen, as a transvestite, and I found. After the first 3-4 months, I found out that I'm more in this rockabella style, this glamorous diva from the 50s. Because before drag, I was a rockabilly, years before, 20 years before. And I always have this mood in my head about rock and roll and this whole Elvis area was mine. And okay, when I'm doing drag, I have to find a signature, and that was these rock and roll things with petticoats, with pencil skirts, with all these things, with these hairs and everything. And that came really fast. And then I went to the first burlesque shows of Germany that was made by the Teaserettes. And the Teaserettes are, I know, maybe you know them, maybe not.
I'm not sure.
The Teaserettes are the first rock and roll burlesque troupe of Germany. They started 20 years ago or 25 years ago, I don't know. And the owner of this group is Sandra Steffel, or Sandy Beach. She's a burlesque legend for me, and she's my burlesque mother, because she came to me and said, "You're always in the audience. You look beautiful. You have a wonderful appearance in your style and everything. You have to go on stage." And I said, "Oh no, I don't want to go on stage. That's not mine. What should I do there?" And then do a burlesque act. I said, "No, I can't do it because I don't know how to do it, and I have no ideas." And she, "Okay, let's do following. I will make you an act, and then you decide what it is, how it feels for you." And the first act is called Killing Tweety.
Wow.
So it was a comedy act about Sylvester and Tweety, and we have a fight, and I was a cat, of course, and I have a small a cage with a Tweety, and I kill her. I put her in a lot of feathers, and there was a lot of blood and everything. And I did this for the first time in a competition, in a burlesque competition, with a straight audience. There was no queer audience in this room. There was a straight audience, and I was the only drag queen there.
Oh wow!
And I made the second prize.
Oh really?
They choose me for the second act, for the second prize, and I said, "Oh, something I made right. So maybe I couldn't do more." And then I developed my burlesque career on stage, and doing my own ideas in these acts. There was of course Popeye, and there was the Mona Lisa, and there was Etta James something with Killing My Man, and there was some with Charles Aznavour, being beautiful whatever you are, however you look, blah blah blah, even if you have some rolls in your hair and everything. And there's a lot of ideas I had in the past, and I did 12 in total, 12 acts on stage.
Wow.
And then and she's the reason to having me on stage. And then I think it was the night when she can't, usually she hosted the shows, and there was one night where she was not able to host the show. I don't know why. Maybe she was ill or not there. I don't know. And I have to host the show, and it was so funny because in the beginning I was very can I talk the whole night? And then I had this microphone and that's easy. For me, it's very easy. And so I say, oh, that's much more fun to be on stage between the acts instead of the act, because the act is 5 minutes and then you in the backstage or somewhere. And if you are hosting a show or producing a show, you having the full thing, you having to control of the full thing, and that makes it more fun for me. So at the end,
she opens you as a
absolutely.
Performer,
yeah.
And I think that you also open maybe some other.
Absolutely, yeah. I had a lot of people who are also in the queer scene who are not confident enough to go on stage or to be dressed as a girl on stage, and or being dressed as a girl in the audience. And even in the past, in the near past, a lot of people are coming to me and say, "Oh, thank you for that, because your appearance on stage, or the reason that you are straight, because I'm a straight guy, giving us the power, giving us the power to going out like we feel, like maybe wearing some pantyhoses and with a man leg and blah blah blah, and they're feeling comfortable in my shows, and so maybe they are the next performer."
So you actually break this. I don't know if this is a stereotype that every drag queen have to be gay, or
it is a stereotype.
So
it's a huge one.
So you actually break this one.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely. And in the beginning, it was for me like very crazy, because I don't want to tell anybody that I'm straight, because on the one way I'm feeling very comfortable in the LGBTQ scene. On the other side, I'm feeling like, oh, I'm
like a rat.
like a rat, or like an agent, like agent, like an undercover whatever, you know. And I said, oh, if these people are realize that I'm not gay, maybe they don't want me in this scene, and maybe they throw me out. So please don't tell them. And that was the beginning. It was crazy. And I have a very good gay friend, and he's always telling everybody, "Oh, you know what? This girl having a wife and a daughter." I said, "Shut your mouth! I don't want to have it." And then so this information going through everyone, and then people came to me and said, "Oh, can we meet?" And I said, "Why?" Yeah, we are gay, and we never heard about a drag queen who's straight. We wanna talk with you because you're different. I say, yes, but yeah, I am what I am.
It's like usually the gay people try to hide that they're gay, that no one knows about it, and you try to hide that you're straight.
It's crazy, right? It's totally
really
wrong
crazy.
world. It's really wrong world.
It's really different. Wow.
Yeah.
Some other stereotypes about, because for example, me as a juggler, right? I know some stereotypes about jugglers that were nerds.
Yeah.
And we're like, no, I have to do it now. I can't. I need to practice. I need to do this, and I will be on time. I wouldn't drink with you and alcohol. And there is like yeah, and it's, I'm breaking one. Yeah, there is some stereotype. For example, the guys who are doing equilibre, the handstand,
Yeah.
they're very slow, you know, like.
Okay.
So what is kind of stereotypes about burlesque artists or boylesque? I mean, this area.
As a for boylesque, I can say that a lot of gay boylesque performer are very extroverted, very extroverted in real life and in real life and also on stage, of course. For the burlesque scene, for the girls, it's the opposite. I think there's a lot of girls are on stage like a tornado. But in backstage, or if you met them, getting them from the airport, I always getting my headliners from the airport by myself. And when I come and I see them, they came out of the security, I said, "Oh, you are the huge burlesque star with his power on stage." And then they came, "Hello." And I said, "Oh, really? Nice." There was a lot of girls. I mean, they are beautiful. But I have a lot of meetings or a lot of meetings with persons where I said, "Oh, really? That's you? Nice." Because they are so beautiful. I mean, not loud, not extroverted, more introverted. There are a lot of, and there's one story I have to tell. I was invited to the Prague Burlesque Festival to doing my Popeye act there, and of course I know the producers. They are very good. Miss Cool Cat and what is his name? David, Sonny, la la la. And we are friends. And I also had him in my show to host it because he's a very good singer. And so I sitting in the backstage with a bunch of women because one of the biggest problems in burlesque scene is, for me, in my mind, that producers are always booking women. I don't know why. There's so much more on the burlesque scene, but they're always looking nice looking women who doing some striptease. I don't know why. There's so much more, but that's another thing. So I sitting in the backstage with a bunch of girls, all girls, and they're going naked more or less, and they're putting their costumes on and everything. And then the producers came in and said, "Hey Sheila, how are you? How's your wife doing? And your daughter?" And these girls are like looking like so. He's straight. And then they're taking hand towels and they're taking everything on, walking like this. And I said, why? I mean, yes, I'm a straight guy, but if I have any idea, if I have any, how can I say in English? I saw hundreds of naked girls. So, what is the difference? If a straight or a gay man sitting in the same room, I don't know. That is the difference between boylesque and burlesque. I think the boylesque guys that I know are much more extroverted, and the burlesque girls are much more introverted. Not all, but the most.
What is your favorite costume or character from anything you does? Because you have a lot of costumes and a lot of characters.
Yeah.
And which one is the best? What do you feel comfortable in?
Oh, I like cat suits. The one pieces.
The first one, the first act. Wait, cat.
Cat suits. Cat suits.
Cat suits. Yeah.
Yeah. I usually decide my costumes in the moment when I do my makeup, and I decide for the colors I use, and then I taking one of these millions of things and putting together like a puzzle. But if I'm invited to a very, very expensive event and I have to wear something where I'm feeling really comfortable in, then I'm using one of my see-through nude illusion dresses, gowns made by Jasmin Erbers. She's a designer from Berlin, and she's also an Heidi Klum's Germany's Next Top Model, having their fashion there, and she made one dress for me, and that is unbelievable beautiful. And I was like, oh my god. And the second one is broken. Beautiful Hedlux. Do you know Hedlux?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a goddess. He's the god of making. He made this Marlene Dietrich nude illusion for me.
Ooh.
And the thing is, I wear it for a very important thing 2 months ago, and something happens somewhere here. It crashed.
Oh wow.
It's one of these nude illusions.
This is beautiful.
It is.
Wow.
All made by himself.
Incredible.
Every single piece, every single stone is glued by him. And I'm so in love with this dress. One of my oldest, most expensive dresses is this, and one of my first one. And he made it. We had a try on in Vienna before my Burlesque appearance on stage with Conchita Wurst. And he made it in the apartment, and he made every stitch on my body, and it was.
How much it cost, if I can ask?
I don't want to tell the price of Hedlux.
Okay.
You have to. He's not working anymore as a designer for dresses, unfortunately. But I think it was too less, because these are millions of hours, and yeah. But in these times, I don't have so much money, so he gave me a very good price, I think.
I can imagine, and I'm like.
I ordered something like this from Nigeria. I will make a dress out of this.
Oh wow. This is so expensive. It looks so expensive and cool.
But it isn't. You can see it because it's glued. It's not sewed, it's glued, you see. But these stones are beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we will see. I hope somebody will make me something beautiful out of it. And yeah, that's my next project for this year.
You do a lot of costumes yourself? Or?
Yeah. For example, I had a very, very good job in December last year for the Comic-Con.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I did these beautiful costumes. Do you know the Marvels?
I think I saw it on Instagram. You post this blue.
The blue, yeah.
This is incredible.
There was one. I did 2 cosplays on this for 2 days. One was Groot in a female version.
Yeah, I saw this as well.
Out of this cat suit. It's made from someone made it on Etsy. I made the Borg Queen, and so I will be the Borg.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you like this Comic-Con stuff?
I love all these Comic-Con stuff. Yeah. I also a huge fan of cosplay. A huge fan from the beginning. I did millions. I did hundreds of cosplays in my time. And everyone is very expensive. Not expensive. Very. I take a long time to make it because you have to glue everything by yourself. You have sometimes I'm doing also airbrush, and I airbrush my costumes like this one, like this cat suit. This is printed, but I can also do it by.
How long it takes to make a makeup for like a Groot?
So the makeup was not so complicated. The complicated things was you have to glue all these things on it. All these structures are made by myself. Wow. And these wooden structures with the colors and everything is made by myself, and it takes 6 hours to dry, and then you have to make the next step. And so yeah, if you're going to Comic-Con, you have to find a costume which nobody else have it. That's my goal. You know, if I don't want to go like Star Wars, whatever. It's Stormtrooper because hundreds of Stormtroopers are there, because you can buy this costume somewhere.
Yeah.
You have to find something that anybody knows, because if you're doing cosplay, nobody knows. It's also not good. You have to find this what everybody knows but different. You know, that's was Groot as a female person, because I also only do female impersonations. I don't know why. It's my fetish.
What do you like the most in being a burlesque performer?
The best thing I like in the burlesque scene is meeting new people. That's my most favorite thing. Meeting all these crazy assholes living all over the world, traveling to this wonderful city and having a wonderful time with me. That is the thing why I'm producing shows. Because I want to meet all these guys. Or I'm traveling to them, because I was last year going to New York City going to the beautiful Slipper Room and having with Mr. Gorgeous a beautiful time, meeting new artists. One of them will come hopefully in September. And I think that is the most important thing. And when I started drag 20 years ago, I said, oh, when I'm getting 50, I will stop, because I don't want to be this old glitter lady, because that's ridiculous to be. And then I'm 54, and I'm still doing it because I love it. So that's crazy.
I mean, this is life. Like, it's just one life.
Yeah.
If you love it, you have to do it.
Yeah, sure.
So and there is no age. There's
no age, and don't reduce you on time or on something. I mean, as long as I have enough lifting tapes, everything is good. Now I'm getting a new thing. I try to use this body tape, this breast tape, for the lifting, because my casual lifting tapes have to getting stronger, because my face is getting heavier.
Like, I was working the contract with Little Finch duo.
Yeah.
And Johnny also, for his act, he also do this stuff. And it was he always, like, after the show, he's like, oh, when he take this away, like,
yeah.
And when I see this, I'm like, oh, wow.
I mean, he's 20 years younger than me. He don't need it. I mean, though, he need it because he want to lift up his eyebrows to looking female.
Yeah,
that's one reason. Yeah.
This is the idea, but still, it looks like painful for him.
Yeah, but it isn't. I mean, there are different painful things in drag, but this is, it's okay. It's not so hard for your face. I mean, my skin is always a little bit angry about it, because you see, after all these years, my skin on this place are getting very dry, because I'm using alcohol to make it not oily. That's because these lifting tapes are very slippery if you're sweating, and they're slipping off, and then your whole face falling down. Not really, but a little bit, and then you don't feel comfortable. That's the point.
How is your typical day look like?
My typical day is waking up at 9 or maybe 9:30. And then I having some breakfast and going to my agency. I have an advertisement agency too, and I'm doing advertisements and graphics for Winter Garden, for example. I'm the agency for the Winter Garden. I'm also the agency for some other theaters here in Berlin.
Wow.
And yeah, that's how culture and my graphic jobs come together. In the beginning, I split it totally. I don't wanna give this information about Sheila to my clients, but after 5-6 years, I decided, okay, why not? I mean, if they don't like it, they can choose another agency. If they don't want to work with some dressed man, and so if they have a problem with that, they can go. And nobody left me. So everybody was fine. They loved it. And some of them are choosing my agency because of Sheila Wolf. That's crazy.
Why it's crazy? It's a perfect. I mean, you open yourself from every side, and this is absolutely. It's an art.
It's an art, sure.
So why they cannot judge you? I don't think it's possible to judge because it's an art.
There's a lot of people judging.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
There
you
is a
know.
lot of people
Yeah.
judging, you know, like.
Yeah.
But I think that you cannot judge art, especially if it's a good art, because of course there is, you know, sometimes you're like going like, what does this smell like? Shit! Oh, it's modern art.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You like, yeah, you can have opinion, I think, but to judge and goes like, no, what you do, it's
Yeah.
not good. If you don't want to see this, just
Yeah.
don't look.
Yeah, that's because you and me are intelligent persons, and we know that. But there's a lot of people. I don't want to say they're dumb, but they are crazy about it, and they're saying that is not normal. I hate this theme. Not normal. What is normal? Nothing is normal. For you, different things are normal than me, and for them, and for anyone. But they say that's not normal, and you are some pedophile, asshole, whatever. There's a lot of terms they gave us in the last times, and but for me it's art, like for you, sure. But then when I go into the agency, I'm doing my job in the agency till 6, doing some graphics, some artwork, some websites, doing my own graphics for my shows and everything. And then coming back to this apartment with my wife, we're cooking together, and then sometimes I have to work for my shows, and sometimes I'm just sitting in front of Netflix and doing things. That's my day.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a normal day. Normal is relative. That's a day without drag. When I have some drag hostings or some bookings, it's a different day, of course, because I'm not going to the agency anymore. In the past, I was at the agency from, I don't know, 10 to 2 o'clock, and then I run home, and then I try to do a fast makeup, and then I run to the event. That was too stressful. I just said, okay, then I have a free day, and waking up as 9 or 10, and then I'm going to to the makeup, and then I go into the event and having some nice conversations without stress. That's better. That's the other day.
It seems like a very good day, relaxing and full of joy. But do you like your the first job, let's say?
Yeah. I still like it after 30 years. 1992.
Wow.
Yeah. It's 32 years ago. When I started this job, I learned how to put some letters on a small metal thing, putting together, then putting this in the machine, then printing it, and there was a quote. It's, oh my God, that's nice. The machines was not like these small smartphones. There was big computers with you have to program something, and then you see on the other monitor how it looked like. Probably. And then you printed it and it looked different, and you have to think, oh, where's my mistake? And today you can do everything with what you see is what you get. Or better, you can call the AI. You can say, oh, do a website for me, and they will do it for you. That's great.
But the one thing about this AI, what I have to say, that when you ask them to do something, in the end, it all looks the same. Like now, I can already recognize that people did this in AI.
Yeah, that's
For
true.
example, when someone tried to do posters
Yeah.
or something like this, then you just immediately see it was AI, because it's already like a signature of them, something,
True.
what is AI
Yeah.
doing. And it's already, it's no value.
It's not perfect yet, but it gives them like 5 years. 5 years later, these computers will be better and better, and that must be crazy. The only thing then I cannot do is going on stage and entertain people.
Yes!
We will make you cry, and we will make you laugh, and we will make you everything.
What is your favorite type of burlesque performer?
Oh, that's a different question, because it's not the type of burlesque where's my favorite. It's a character. It's a person. I mean, I'm choosing my burlesque, my acts not for the festivals, for the vaudeville variety. That's a premier burlesque show in Germany. What do I say? I'm choosing it when I see an act and they gave me goosebumps. That's how I made the decisions to getting an act. I saw I get a lot of applications every day, and not every day, but 4 times a week, and when I saw them, I say, nice, beautiful, very professional, but it don't give me goosebumps because I saw it hundreds of times. Because I know that the people who come to the theater are not seeing it before. But if this act is not different like any others, then it's maybe not for my show. That's my idea. I give you an example. I have there's an Australian performer. She's calling Tara Boom. Tara Boom is very special. She is beautiful inside and outside. She is a wonderful food juggler. Like you, it's a juggling. But with feet. She's doing this wonderful Chinese umbrellas in the air, and everything's flowing, looking like a symphony. And then, on her next act, she came on stage, having a popcorn machine on her head, is fully naked, rubbing herself with butter, and the popcorn came out of her head, and she's doing a ring like a what is this hula hoop, and she's doing the hula hoop and doing some crazy thing totally naked, and the guys on the audience was like, what's this, what is this? And that's what I love, you know. I mean, I have always booked her, has also booked her with this umbrella act, but when I saw this gap between these two acts, I said that is absolutely amazing. And the funny thing is, people came to me and say, your show was amazing, beautiful, la 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 la, and there was Tara. And I said, yes, do you like it? No. And then other people came, that was the best, and that was a beautiful show, but the best was Tara. There was nothing in between, you know. There was no one said, who was Tara? Who was this girl with this? I kind of remember. Everybody remember her act, and some people said to me, they will never go to cinema again eating some popcorn because they remember my show. And that is what I like, you know. That is the thing where I choosing my acts, and of course there are some legends, because Dirty Martini, for example, she's a performer from the Dieter vom Teese show, and she's a beautiful person inside outside, and we had a lot of gigs together in the past, and every time she is able to come to Germany, I will book her. No matter what she do, she's beautiful on stage. She has this appearance. She fill up a room like the Winter Garden with easily by just twinkling her eyes, and the audience is with her, and that is for me very important for performers. It's not about what act they do, classical or non-classical, acrobatic. It's like the idea or this craziness or this beautiful or the character. That is the decision for me.
Yeah, it's not easy decision anyway.
No, it isn't, and it's getting more complicated because finding these people is difficult.
Yeah, 100%. There is a million of artists everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere in the whole world. And of course, I'm trying to get everyone by myself, but sometimes they are too far away. And the flights from Australia are fucking expensive. Flights from Canada. I found some beautiful, beautiful puppetries from Canada, from Montreal. And I really want to have him because they're performing at GOP or I don't know, some of the German theaters, and I thought they are from Europe. I said, yeah, can I have you? I said, no, sure, you can have. Ask our manager. That's the first problem. But I don't like managers because they always make it complicated. But they're from Montreal, and I can't fly 2 persons from Montreal for 1 act. That's too expensive. I mean, I fly everyone from Europe. That's not easy. That's easy because these flights from Europe are payable. That's €300 a flight. That what it can make, but 800 or 900 per person, it's
yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, I think the uniqueness is very important for me to have them on my stage. Uniqueness of the act. Do you know Empress Star from London? She's an aerial performer in a ring. Also, she did a lot of things, but the ring is one. And her uniqueness is she has a laser in her ass.
Ah, yes, I heard about it.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I also have the things when you not expect it. You know, if they're starting with a classical performance, and then on some point they change this total act. There's a switch in the act. I love this a lot because people are not expecting it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's no specific thing I need for these acts in general. It must be unknown, or how can I say it? You are not expecting what comes in the next 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I always like the shock effect.
I always have a full set in my head what I want to see on my stage, because I built this vaudeville variety show 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
10 years. And to see things on stage I never saw before, because I saw hundreds of burlesque shows before 2014, and I was always not bored, but I was like, another beautiful girl, another beautiful girl, oh, another beautiful girl. And I said, okay, I need difference. I need more LGBTIQ performer. I need, I want to see in a burlesque show, I want to see drag, I want to see live singing energy, I want to have everything in it. I want to have that's called vaudeville. Vaudeville is everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I started the vaudeville variety with a partner, Tara La Luna, and Jamila. I was responsible for the setting, for the characters on stage, and they had other responsibilities. And then we had a small discussion. She asked me, "Why are you booking a Whitney Houston impersonator for a burlesque show?" I said, "Because it's called vaudeville variety,
Mm-hmm.
and vaudeville means there is everything in between. You can show the people every act must be different." And she said, "Oh really? I don't believe in it." I said, "Okay, then we have to split." And though I did the vaudeville variety after the first show by myself, and they said this was my idea, and I'm always producing alone, but I learned about this, that I don't want to produce with other guys. And then since Tara Darson, another Tara, I have a fetish for Taras. I don't know why. With Tara Darson, I have a wonderful partner in producing for Cologne and for Frankfurt, and I learned that it's possible to produce shows with other guys when you know your field, when you know what you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And she knows exactly what's her profession, and I know what my profession, and together we're matching like a puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
It is amazing, and that makes sense, and to work together, and yeah. What was the question?
What is your favorite shoes? I mean, me personally, I hate high heels.
Really?
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable in the high
Oh
heels.
my god!
But you do. I see that you do.
Look at these shoes.
Wow.
Look at these shoes. I got them from USA.
Oh my god.
And I found I found them on one of these platforms where you can buy them used. And then I Googled them,
Mm-hmm.
and I found out these shoes, if you are for special collection from 2014, and the price in 2014 was $2,000,
Wow.
and I paid $200.
Wow.
So-
And it was already like this.
Yes, everything.
Okay.
It was ready like
you don't
this.
have to do anything.
No, they are ready. And these are my favorite, because these are my only shoe, my only Louboutins where I buy them new.
Mm-hmm.
Because I made this beautiful, very successful show last year. I think it was the Burlesque Drag Festival. It was very sold out, and a lot of wonderful recommendation. I said, okay, for this money, I want to buy me a new pair for the first time, and I did one. It's red out because I love them.
How many Louboutins your wife has?
3 pairs.
Are you allow her to use your collection?
No, because she has a smaller size, unfortunately. I mean, else I would allow it, of course.
Okay.
I mean, I wear them, maybe once, twice a month.
Yeah, what do you wish performers in the industry understood about you?
To have that the people are thinking of me that I'm doing some fair contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Paying fair, treating them very well, And I think it's happened already because a lot of people writing me that they heard about me, about this facts, and that's all what I want. And sometimes it's like you asking people for coming, and you say, okay, if I have to fly you in from USA, and even if I share these costs with other producers, it's still more cost than a European flight or a train. And so you offer something for the budget, for the fee, and they said, "Oh, usually you get a little bit more, but we heard a lot of good things, and your treatment is very well, and blah blah blah. Yes, we come." So that is the thing what I doing in the last 20 years, that I try to not only try to having a name and being beautiful or looking gorgeous. I mean, that's getting over sometimes because they're getting older, and there's a lot of younger queens who are looking much more better than me in the past. Because in the beginning, I had the good thing in the beginning of my drag was like that I was a painter. That I did airbrush in the past, and I did a lot of. I had always in art in school always the number one, these Note 1, and so I used this experience to paint my face, and I learned it very fast without YouTube, without all these tutorials on the online, because there was no YouTube in my time. There was nothing, and I have to learn it by myself. Every trick was learned by myself, more or less. The best thing that people could think about me, that they are getting well treated and having a fair payment and having a wonderful experience to being on my show.
Cool.
Yeah.
I have also blitz questions for you. That means
yeah,
that you have to be very fast with your answers. Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
You can think, but don't think too much.
Yeah.
Just like bam bam. So we start with silly questions, and then we go even sillier. So,
Okay.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Dog or a cat?
Cat.
Smell like onion or garlic before the show?
Garlic.
I'm with you. Dirty costume or broken costume?
Broken.
Okay. Beer or wine?
Wine.
Yeah. English or German?
It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm feeling but much more better in German, but I'm fine in English too.
Okay. Your favorite TV star?
My favorite TV star, Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe. Fair enough.
Yeah.
What do you prefer, to sing or to dance?
To think.
To sing.
Yeah.
Okay. Your favorite snack?
Sushi.
Sushi. It's a snack?
Yeah.
Okay. If you can go to the past for one day, where do you go?
To one of the burlesque shows in the good old times in the 50s, where the burlesque stars are really big stars in America, and seeing Tempest Storm. Jeez, I never met her.
See or just to be on the stage with them?
No, to see them, just
to see.
Sitting in the audience and see these old authentic burlesque from the past.
Name 3 your favorite movie.
My favorite movie. Oh my God, there's so many. Three of my. Priscilla, Queen of Desert. It's a road movie about drag queens in Australia. That's beautiful. That's also musicals. Then I love all Marvel movies. Guardians of the Galaxy, if you name some newer ones. I'm a big fan of these Guardians. And third one, I don't know. In the past, I would say there's one movie. I gave you my name. Sheila Wolf is not only the Wolf is also my forename from Wolfgang, but I also was a big fan of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf.
Okay.
That was the best Rosenkrieg, the War of the Roses, whatever I ever saw. That was a fight. That was crazy in the past. I loved the film in the past very much. I never saw it. I think I did saw it since 20 years. But in the past, I love it very much. That was inspired.
Techno or classical music?
Classical.
You're not really German.
I hate techno.
Pants or skirt?
Skirt.
The funniest story happens with you on the stage.
The The funniest.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I think that happens a lot. It was not funny, but it was a crazy situation. It happens twice. One time was I did one of a not very cultural appropriation allowed act in the past. I did an act with a geisha costume.
Oh.
Very, very past.
Interesting.
When cultural appropriation was not a theme, not a thema at all. Nobody knows about it. And then I decided to make this Kill Bill thing, an act with Kill Bill and geisha. Because, of course, this movie had geishas and they have a lot of Japanese art and things. And I did this act, and this stage was in Düsseldorf in a small, not a theater, it was a club. And they had a small stage with stairs. And the stairs was made out of pillows. Hard pillows looking like boxes like this.
Like a yoga pillow?
I don't know. It was pillows.
Yeah.
It was soft. And I had high heels.
Oh.
And I tried to walk these stairs in the beginning of my act. And one of these stairs are going somewhere. And I fell backwards into the audience, fell on the side, and it was very hurtful. And people are laughing. They thought it belongs to my act. And I said, in the end I was like, oh, maybe I should do it every time. But no, it was too early. And that was the first time I fell off stage.
Okay.
And the second one I fell on stage. It was in Basel when I hosted a show and I was wearing a dress of a friend of mine, a long gown, was going to the floor with a lot of fabric and this mermaid tail. And I left this stage, going to the audience, talking with them and having some fun with them. And then I going up to the stage and my high heel are stucking in this fucking fabric somewhere. And I can't move and I fell in front of the stage. And I can't move my legs because they're stucking in this thing. And I laid on this stage like a mermaid and trying to solve this and can't. And some guys had to come on stage and save me.
Whoa.
It was. I mean, there was a thing, when I'm thinking, it was a lot of more crazy thing on stage, but that was one of these crazy things.
The falling down on the stage, it's like in one way it's very humiliating, but it's it's up to you, like how you make it. I also once fell on a stage. I was working on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
And it was a very rocky day, like a really rocky day.
Okay.
And the stage was kind of slippery, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. They cleaned the stage and this day I don't know what they did, but it was so fucking slippery.
Yeah.
And I have a trick when the box is going up and my leg as well, so I'm like on the one leg.
Oh.
So and I was like I did that, and this time it was like too much rocky, and I sleep and I just fall on one side. But the thing is that I got the boxes.
Okay.
I got the boxes and I'm like, and like, okay, it's fine, it's super normal.
The show must go on. Just do it again.
The show must go on 100%.
Yeah.
And you know, I always ask people, like, you know, because it's a friendly podcast for circus people. Like, I'm also a circus performer or burlesque and artist, and ask people to ask me questions, but nobody asks me anything, which is not fair. So I prepare the questions you can ask me.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Oh, that is very difficult questions. I see.
Yeah.
So one of the most important things is, what is your favorite color?
Yeah, you know, I didn't expect this kind of stuff.
No, that is, I know. I'm thinking a lot of this.
Yeah.
I try to think very different questions.
Yeah, and you know, like, I think I like red color.
Red.
Red.
Beautiful.
Red is
so we have some red things here for you. Look
Yeah.
at this. So the next one is very important also. How long do you lie in bed after you wake up?
Yeah, you know, like, unfortunately, I'm this kind of person who have to check the social media first, so it's like about 20 minutes after I wake up. Yes.
Beautiful, like me.
Yeah, really.
Beautiful. The next one is very important. When you came in, I had to make a decision between onions and garlic. So you smell so good. What did you eat today? A döner on the way?
Yeah, actually for breakfast, I just had breakfast. I like to eat eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I eat eggs and on a bread. I make
bread.
like a sandwich, bread and eggs.
Now when you told me that, now I'm smelling it. So, do you want me to recommend you a good lipstick?
Yeah, it would be nice, by the way. Like,
Yeah?
I know that feels like you now tell me that I'm not looking beautiful at the moment and I need some lipstick. But I would like you to recommend me
Darling,
some.
you looking always beautiful. You wake up beautiful, and I need 2 hours to look beautiful. That's the difference between us. And to make you give you a recommendation, it's a lipstick from NARS. It's NARS, and cover them. It's a red one, a very. I think it's Starlight Woman or something like that, the name. And cover it with sparkling particles from MAC, and then you are shiny the whole stage. That's beautiful. Yeah.
Nice, thank you.
You're welcome. How it feels to juggle my boobs.
It feels very... Actually, it's a legend boobs. I mean,
They're new.
Never...
No, they're new.
They're new.
I will show you the old ones. Wait.
The boobs I will never have in my life.
The old ones.
Ooh.
Look at this. They're going like...
Yeah. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, they are old.
Oof. Yeah, this one looks like so professional.
Yeah, they're better. They're better because I like the triangle. These ones are looking like you have some melons on this. But yeah, I keep them because
Just in case.
they did a good job
Yeah.
for
You
10
have
years.
to 10 years?
Yeah.
You cannot just throw it away.
So, and when we finish this interview, we have a hill full of books on this table, believe me. What is inside your cigar boxes? That's a very important question.
Yeah, very important. And a lot of people, by the way, ask me if I
Yeah.
have any magnets inside.
Ah, okay.
And yeah, that's why, you know, and no, there is no magnets. It's there is absolutely nothing inside of the boxes. There is no trick. Unfortunately, I just have to practice. That's it. There is nothing. I was trying to put something in, but I just destroyed it.
Can I insert one question?
Yeah.
Can we trust you?
Yes, you have to.
Yeah, you have to. You have to, of course.
Do you have any choice? No.
No, there's no choice. She will never let you touch your boxes.
Yeah.
Maybe her boobs, you can touch her boobs, these ones, but never the boxes.
Never the boxes. The rule.
So, the last question I had for you is, can we speak German?
Ja, warum nicht? Wir können, weil wir sind in Deutschland.
Richtig. Und ich kann es sowieso, weil ich bin hier aufgewachsen. Ich bin eine echte Berliner Pflanze.
Ja, you born in Berlin.
Ja. Ja, very good.
Ich verstehe Deutsch.
Ja, sehr gut.
Danke.
But next time we have to make this interview in German.
Well done. It's going to be a very short interview. I mean, you
No.
can... No, I'm sure it wouldn't be short because you will speak
Yeah.
in German. I will listen and pretending that I understand everything you say.
And then you use a translation app to understand everything.
By the way, thank you so much.
No, thank you.
For the interview.
That was funny.
Yeah,
That's good. Yes, I mean, it's getting dark outside, so we have to take a light, maybe.
This is only the reason we have to finish the interview because you know there is no light anymore.
Yeah, it was nice. Let's have a last cling.
Exactly.